Welcome to Peace TV, positive events in arts, culture, and education television. I'm your host, Marie. Peace TV is here to inspire you and to educate you on the positive things that are happening in your community. So if you're a young person who wants to see some positive changes happening in your community, we're going to challenge you to represent and do something about it. Today we're talking about an event that just happened called Bridging the Gap. And this was an event that was put together by a collaboration of many organizations that care about young people and do things in the community. And we really wanted to bring adults and young people together to facilitate a discussion on the issues that are facing our community. Issues like drugs and alcohol, youth violence, teen pregnancy, education, jobs, families, brain gain, brain drain, entertainment, respect, and housing, and also recreation. There were hundreds of people there at the event at Trinity Gospel Temple. We had plenty of food and all kind of things. It was free and open to the public, so we hope that you were able to participate. But even if you weren't, you're going to be able to get a sight of this today, just to get an idea of what happened, what took place there, and hopefully it will spark some interest within you and your home to discuss what's going on with your young people at home, because there's a lot going on and we have got to save our community, especially our youth. They are our future and we have to look forward to that. So first of all, I have to say thank you to all the organizations that were involved in collaborating with this, because very few organizations, they say, collaborate anymore, and this was a great collaboration between concerned adults and young people. And I just want to start off with Erica Tom at the Mental Health and Recovery Medical Services with Community Services of Stark County with Patty Fetzer and Tiffany Williams, Compass, Peace TV, and the Young Leaders who helped organize a lot of the event. Stark State College, Coming Together Stark County, of course, Lester Sanders from the prosecutor's office. We're all involved in Ramon Stokes as well. We were all involved in coming together, just trying to make a difference for our community. I also got to thank Rick Senefton and Liz Jackson, who did a wonderful job on a commercial that we did through YouTube, and like letting adults understand that, you know, young people really do need their help. One thing that I can say about this event is that we were able to break a lot of ice. I call it the icebreaker event because the real event is going to take place in the fall. But we wanted to do a precursor. We wanted to do something early with the young people that had helped plan this event, and try to bring youth and adults together to first of all get an understanding of one another so that we can look toward the future. So when you're looking at this footage, I hope that again it sparks conversation between you and your friends and your families, and I hope that we can start a community dialogue about this, about how the generations need to understand each other so that they can help one another and so that we can have a bright, prosperous, and successful community. So keep it locked. First of all, we have a very special guest with us today who actually was kind of an unexpected guest, but we're so happy to have him today. So put your hands together for Mayor William J. Healy II.
Good afternoon. I'd like to welcome you all here tonight too, and tell you how excited I am for this event to be happening, and thank you, Mary, and everybody involved. This means a lot to our community. It means a lot to the city. We have made a large commitment in our administration to make sure that as we build for the future, that we have the voice of the youth in that vision, because you know, it's amazing how in the past and probably all over the country, leaders decide what's good for the youth without asking them. And it's unfortunate, because I know when I was a teenager and a young adult, there were things that I wanted to do, and today I assume that's what kids want. Unfortunately, things are quite different today than even those few years ago when I was a teenager. But that being said, I think it's important that we hear your voice. We get a chance to see where your vision for the near future is and how it compares to what we can do, and how we figure out to put those resources in the right places. So that being said, I'm very excited about today. I encourage all of you to speak your mind and share with us and be a voice for today, tomorrow, and far beyond.
This forum is really about speaking from your heart and really sharing from your heart your experiences, everything that you have experienced in this community, everything that you feel about this community, what we need to do to fix the problems in our community. So we really want you to fill your heart, speak your mind, and be ready to really give in these sessions.
Your generation has to be more innovative. You guys got to be extremists. You got to be ready to create things that don't exist right now, because there's jobs out there for you right now that do not exist. Right? And you got to be able to create those jobs. That rebuilds our economy. Your innovative mind will create new jobs for our future. That's your jobs now. It's not to just blend in with the jobs that exist right now. And you do that by building on your education.
I just was wondering if they had school dances anymore. I know my kids go to them. Yeah, I know prom.
Yeah, but like
school dance,
like when I was growing up in Massillon, after the football games on Friday night, you go down to St. Mary's and there was a dance down there every Friday night after the football game.
Now it's like what, 3 times a year, 4 times a year maybe? 3 times a year, 4 times a year maybe.
All I can do is just, advise them to try to do it a better way. Try to get you a job. Try to do something positive. Try to go to college. Do something, you know what I'm saying? Get you a job so you can have some life insurance and can have something secure that your kids can fall back on. You know what I'm saying?
Jobs do you think that are available or should be available, and what type of pay should young people expect? So what types of jobs are young people looking for should be available to young people, as you're looking at our community? You talked about McDonald's and said that's the #1 employer in our community. So who should be the #1 employer in our community?
I think young people need something that they can be motivated to do.
So what type of job is it?
It's not going to McDonald's and making fries, I'll tell you that much. Like, not whenever young people want to get off of work and go somewhere, they can't go smell like food.
It's really not so much different from when I was in school. Girls were pregnant and they left, but they still were pregnant. So
we did not have the percentages of girls pregnant when I was going to school.
That's right. You don't know that. I think we did. We just didn't know
it. What do you mean? Why are you saying we didn't know it? Why would I left? Where did they go?
I didn't think they had it. Well, they may have, but they probably. I think so. They went to an aunt.
That was my generation.
They went away. They were sent to an aunt's.
And then they would have the babies there, and then come back. We didn't have the members. No, it was never this humongous.
Well,
we did.
I have mine, and I might be older than you are.
I have a theory that sexual attraction between male and female has not changed much from the days of Adam and Eve. So it's always been there in one form or another. It's just, how much, are we aware of it?
I think what we want to put is respect is different for the generation.
I think you got to figure out what the definition, how do you bring those two together? And I think it means that adults need to expand their understanding of what respect is to teenagers, and teenagers need to understand when we start using the word respect, are we on the same page, or are we on market and legal, or are we in the same street when we talk about respect?
Yeah, I love that. That's so important, because that's why we're here today, to look and see if youth and adult are on the same page when they discuss these issues.